could have been a loss, except Bryant, you know, really turned it on.
A report from the Ram bench as we look at Bud Grant. Jones took a shot to the head, but he is okay and can return. 2nd and 8 from the Ram 48, and they're leading by 14 points, 24-10. Cullen Bryant. And Bryant is to the 45 and goes to the Viking 44. And remember that little note we gave you earlier. The Rams have scored more fourth-quarter points than any other conference team, and only Buffalo scored more points in the entire league. And they are wearing the Vikings down with 1:23 left in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they're repeating the plays that are successful, and that's a sign of good generalship.
Bryant has carried 20 times for 85 yards. It's 3rd and 1. 3 tight ends on the Viking 45 as Phillips comes in. You have Nelson and Young at either side. Bryant bumps into Capoletti and fights his way and might have made the first down anyway. Take a look at Charlie Young, fellas.
This is a guy who came in when Nelson was hurt. He's a good blocker. He throws a good block here. He gets some real good receptions. And he has a great attitude because Nelson is back now.
Yes.
And he's still playing hard.
Yeah, Jim, Charlie Young is an all-pro, and he's maintained a good attitude. And when called upon, he was always ready.
First down. So Bryant, we got the block by Charlie Young on linebacker Fred McNeil, and then had to still give it second effort, and that's why they got the first down, barely.
Coach, that's very hard to do, to keep a guy who's an all-pro ready to play when someone else is in front of him.
It takes a lot of self-discipline.
You really got to be a good coach to get it, too.
1st and 10 on the Viking 43. Hayden now leading by 14 and hungry for some more. Hayden looking right, fakes once, and now he's going to go deep. No good. The pass intended for Jesse. Hannon and Turner were there. And that time, Turner, the rookie, got a little help because Hannon came over to bail him out.
They're trying to run an out and up on Turner, number 27, but he didn't go for the first move. He just laid off and played it loose and had inside position all the way up the field.
And, Coach, when you look at Pat Hayden's face, you can almost read what he's thinking.
Yeah, he's licking his chops.
Yes, he is.
Parkenden, after 18 years and after 4 bitter victories over the Rams, is a bitter man over there right now, muttering to himself. 2nd and 10 with 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Capoletti and Bryant release. Hayden on the right side to Waddy. Turner brings him down, but he hit him just about at the first down mark. And depending upon where they spot it, I think the Rams have picked up another first down.
Well, Hayden has the protection. You see that?
It is. Turner taking out a little frustration, making the hit. But that's the end. Well, hold everything. We still have 10 seconds. We're coming down to the end of the 3rd quarter. The Rams are driving, leading 24-10. John Turner, a beleaguered rookie, and his teammates trying to cheer him up. They figured they were going to work on him. Nate Wright broke his arm in Oakland, and they had to drop a kid in there in a playoff game, and they picked him.
I've always liked to help when you put in a rookie defensive back, Jim and Vinny. I always like to help him rotate one way or the other, send a linebacker out there, give him a little help so you don't break his confidence.
Nate Allen has 8 years experience, and the gun goes off, ending the 3rd quarter. With the score, the Rams 24 and the Minnesota Vikings 10. We now pause for a word from your local station.
Nice guys finish last, you say? Not the one you'll meet on 60 Minutes. This guy got to the top, still believing it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. Tonight on CBS.
Monday.
I'm going to have a baby.
The White Shadows struggles to keep a promising player in school. Then, on MASH, BJ adopts a new family, and Klinger's on the make. And on One Day at a Time, it's double trouble for Barbara. Then Lou Grant.
I decide what stories you'll write and when you'll write them.
Start the new year right here, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
The Los Angeles Rams leading Minnesota 24-10 as we start the fourth quarter. One number of all is very prominent. We'll tell you that in a moment as Hayden sets up shop to go deep. In the end zone to Waddy, no good. Nate Allen down there with him. Here's the number, and it's the big difference, I guess, between the two teams. In total offense, yards rushing for the Rams, and of course that sets up your passing. The Rams 133 yards rushing, and for Minnesota, a disappointing 20 yards, all picked up by Chuck Foreman, who has had to carry 11 times for the 20, and you just can't do it on one wing alone.
Not against a good football team. The Rams did something smart. They went right to work on Allen. This is his first play in there. They went deep, tried to hit him with a bomb.
So it is 2nd and 10. The ball on the Viking 33-yard line. Miller goes wide left and Waddy is right. Capoletti and Bryant in the backfield. Colin Bryant hit by Holloway and dropped immediately. Randy Holloway is a rookie out of Pittsburgh. We mentioned it at the start of the show as you look at Randy. 6'5", 245. 32 members of the Vikings 77 Super Bowl team are gone. That's one reason why they're 8-7-1.
You know, Coach, when you get in a situation like this, I don't like to throw bombs because I like to deal with it physically. Keep it on the ground a while when you're ahead. Establish their physical superiority.
Tarkenton's going in the air despite Jim's thoughts. Down the middle, and he's got Jesse again in a crowd. And Jesse is brought down inside the 15-yard line by Tom Hannon. And Jesse making great receptions. And for him, he has gained now in 6 catches over 90 yards.
Vinny, that offensive line of the Rams is giving him the time to throw, to read the defense. He's got all day to throw. Great pass protection from the Rams offensive line.
You saw Jesse jump in the air. He was an NCAA high jump champ, 6'8", and he went up that time. 1st and 10 from the 13. Second man buried at about the 10 is Colin Bryant, and Bryant has been a workhorse. So the Rams leading 24-10 with 13:28 left in the game, and they are hoping to bury a litany of frustration. 4 times the Vikings knocked them off on what they thought was the way to a Super Bowl. In 1975, the Dallas Cowboys routed them here. And now in their 6th try, it would appear as if they will go into the championship game against Dallas here. But Tarkenton and company might still be heard from. Hayden looking to Jesse, who can't make the reception that time. Bud Grant wanted to win his 10th playoff game to join Landry and Shula in that area.
I imagine he's thinking we need a big play. We need an interception. We need a fumble. We need something to turn the tide here.
Well, he has seen some miracle finishes, including that last-second pullout against the Eagles as Ron Jesse takes a breather.
Now here's 3rd and 8 again, Vinny.
The ball is on the Viking 11-yard line. Miller goes wide left. Waddy is right. Nelson, the tight end, on the left side. Hayden under a rush by Holloway, and Sutherland throws it away.
They ran a stunt, flushed Hayden out of the pocket. Hayden's complained that one of his receivers was jammed down
Willie Miller.
Illegally.
Yeah, Hayden felt that Matt Blair had jammed Willie Miller. However, the officials did not agree. So a 4th and 8. Frank Corral, who is the #1 scorer, he's had a couple of points and a field goal. Corral kicked 29 field goals during the regular season. That was the most. The spot by Nolan Cromwell at the 18. So the 28-yard field goal attempt is good. And Frank Corral and the Rams are sitting on top of a 27-10 lead with 12:56 left to go in the game.
Good snap by Danny Rysick and a good hold by Cromwell.
Trucks you can count on. And Ryder tunes those trucks razor sharp, ready for anything. When Ryder rental trucks take off on a mission, they There can only be one ending.
You're nervous, Huckett?
Mission accomplished. Ryder, the best truck money can rent.
From blazing heat to paralyzing cold, season after season, the J.C. Penney battery has the power to start your car over and over, year in and year out. And it never needs water, ever. It's so dependable, it's warranted for as long as you own your car. If it ever fails to accept and hold a charge, return it with proof of purchase. We'll replace it, free. It's the last battery your car will ever need.
Frank Corral, fresh from kicking a 28-yard field goal to make it 27-10 Los Angeles. Corral kicking over to the right side, and McClanahan and Miller watch it go out of bounds, so of course Corral will have to tee it up again. We have 12:52 left in the game, 27-10 Rams. Coach?
That may look like a harmless kick. Just all he's got to do is kick over. That's the type of thing that you're looking for to give your team a lift. Now you should get a chance to return that ball and get better field position. Maybe go all the way. That's the way you have to think when you're behind like this.
Because they move it 5 yards back, right, Coach?
Kicking from the 30 instead of the 35 now.
Robert Miller is the middle man. In the lower right-hand corner of your screen is Brent McClanahan. And in the upper left-hand corner of your screen is Harry Washington, the rookie out of Colorado State. But it's Robert Miller who's the middleman.
Here's where, from the Vikings, you need leadership within. Leadership within the ball club. Come on, let's go. There's still plenty of time. That's
Minnesota, a great organization down through the years with a marvelous coach, and of course one of the more popular owners.
Right, Max Winter.
Yep.
Fine owner.
All right, on the ground to Robert Miller at the 15, to the 25, 30, 35, 40, 42-yard line. Finally bumped down by Frank Corral as well as Ron Smith, but it was Corral, the kicker, who brought him down.
And now, Vinny, they have the best field position they've had all game on their kickoff return team.
As you look at the Ram offensive line, that's Tom Mack, who calls himself a dinosaur because he has played over 13 years. But if he's a dinosaur, where does that put Jim Marshall? First and 10 on the 41. Tarkinen on a draw, but there's nowhere to go, so Foreman chooses to go the other way and gets to the 45. Boy, that must be tough, Jim, on a draw up the middle, and there's no hole.
Yes, it is. If Foreman was totally healthy, he could have really done something with that. But with a bad knee, a nagging injury, you just can't be the same.
Question, did you ever play a game where you were the only back to carry the ball?
No.
That's what Foreman is faced with today.
Cleveland had too balanced an offense for that.
You have to have balance.
Reggie Doss, number 71, just came in, a rookie.
Foreman has carried 12 times for 23 yards. He's the only running back for the Vikings. Ball on the 45-yard line, and Foreman will carry it again, and this time he sees a little daylight, and at the last minute, Freddie Dreyer tripped him up.
Now, this is good work on Tarkenton's part. The Rams are playing pass rush, pass defense, and he's running the football.
Move the ball to the Ram 47-yard line, where it's first and 10. Time a factor. 11:36 left in the game. 27-10 Rams. Sammy White wide right. Rashad goes left. Ricky Young and Chuck Foreman in the backfield. Foreman stays in. Young goes out. The pass bobbled but held on to by Tucker, the tight end. Jim Youngblood brought him down. By the way, on that previous first down,
Holding penalty, Vinny.
holding against the Vikings. We're just going to say on that previous first down by Foreman, it was the Vikings' first down in the second half.
And the score shows it.
Cashin, our referee, will march it off. So just when Francis seemed to have a head of steam, two back-to-back first downs, a holding call.
Holding, number 73 on the offense.
And that's Ron Yeri.
Yeri on Youngblood.
Yeri has played 11 years. We mentioned the Vikings have sorely missed Steve Riley, who was injured. And, of course, they lost Ed White in the trade to San Diego that brought them Ricky Young. First and 20